Welcome back. Mantiquil The Conference of the Birds. It's a book by Sheikh Fariduddin Attar. As an earlier video mentioned, Attar was born in Nishapur in northeastern Iran in the 12th century. He was a pharmacist by profession and in spirit a Sufi master or sheikh. Sheikh in Parsi language means master or teacher who practices Sufism or extreme spiritual vigilance. Attar was also the spiritual mentor of the great Sufi mystic Rumi, who is known to all of us. Rumi wrote Masnavi. Spanning over 5,000 lines, The Conference of the Birds is an allegorical poem that talks about the human struggle to attain enlightenment. While it is a beautiful way to introduce Sufi thought and teachings, it is a poem with many lessons for our own times. The poem tells the story of the birds of the world who gather to inquire about their unknown king. They are met by a hoopoe bird who tells them about Simog, the god bird or the king bird who resides at the peak of a mount called Mount Quaff. The birds begin their journey. They cross 7 valleys. A flock of thousands sets off on the journey, but ultimately only 30 birds arrive at the court of the Simog. The finale of the story resets on a pun. In Persian, Simog. Simog means 30, C for 30 in bird's morgue. So only 30 gaze into the Simog and see a reflection of themselves. So this is when we realize the bird's journey to the Simog, the soul's journey to the divine, had been an inner journey from the beginning. It applies to us as well. The book contains wisdom in all dimensions. It is not our average motivational talk wisdom, but pure and sincere answers to truthful questions. Shirley Woolpe, the translator of this book, writes, "This book is a journey. It's a voyage with the birds that may change your life. It did mine. The change may not be immediate or drastic, but it grows when a seed is planted." Yes, Mrs. Woolpe is very, very true. The seed grows over time and bears into a tree of wisdom and virtues. There are several parables in this book that are allegories. They teach us to understand the basics of basics. To quote Attar, there are powerful lines such as each first of the month you count your profit. But what is profit when you pay for everything with your soul? Very powerful line. And then about the spiritual path, he writes, "You are not righteous until you give away everything you hold dear." Meaning attaining God is almost impossible if you are tied to anything on earth. Possessions are not tolerated in the path. That is why it takes courage to step into it. There are also some sarcastic lines about poets who describe the beauty of face, such as, "You take a face made up of bile, phlegm and blood and compare it to the full moon." Attar reminds us that an eternal friendship with God is something that has to be the purpose of human life. He says, "Be friends with the invisible. That is perfect friendship. Any love or friendship other than this will bring nothing but agony, nothing but regret. If you fail to find yourself while you are alive, how can you know your soul after your death?" Of the many things written in this book, there is one stanza that has touched me in many ways, and that is this: "If you are thrilled at a desire fulfilled, don't boast. It's just a flash of joy if your mood darkens when things go wrong for you. Don't cry. This too is fleeting. If you're sent torment or trouble, know that it has been sent for your good, not ill." The Conference of the Birds is an investment in many ways. It brings us ancient wisdom that has touched the lives of several people to follow the spiritual path in all sincerity. Because it is a story, you can also read it to children for whom it will be a foundation of wisdom. God bless you all.